Good morning, this is day 5 on the alkaline diet, the second attempt of the alkaline diet. Okay, so yesterday I went for a run, like I said. So when I went for a run, there are 3 things that can affect how fast you run. The first thing is whether you've got the strength physically. The second one is whether or not your muscles ache, and the third one is whether or not you've got the lung capacity to be able to do it. So yeah, so I had the strength, that was fine. My muscles were fine. It's just I didn't have the oxygen going into my body. And basically, I used to run quite a bit, and it used to alternate between those 3 things really, depending on what day you were running. So anyway, so in this circumstance, it was my lung capacity that was, I couldn't get enough air. I was like struggling for air. So that could either be that the blood isn't efficient, it's relaying, the cells are relaying, or that sort of thing. But yeah, I did quite a good run. Must have been about 3 miles, I think, or something like that. Anyways, so what I was trying to do yesterday also was I was trying to use salads and try and make the food more interesting. But the trouble was I was trying to make it taste like my normal acid diet food. I used to like salad cream with my salad, and bread and butter, and that sort of thing, which you can't have on the alkaline diet. So basically, I can't stand the salad. I can't stand it. I mean, what I did was I added more of the that bread that I showed you yesterday, which is this kind of thing, which is acid anyway. I mean, it's nice. It's not as acid as normal bread, but I was trying to get some kind of satisfaction from the food, and I think that's a real big mistake. It's, as far as I'm concerned, for me, I'm never going to like that salad. That the way it's that salad. I'm not going to. It's especially just with lemon juice. It's pretty disgusting. It's not very satisfying at all. And yeah, so I had about 3 salads yesterday. And I kind of neglected my green drink, and I think it was kind of acid, really, the whole thing, because I was putting tomatoes on there, and I think I had some cooked beetroot as well, a little bit of beetroot, and I was just trying to, but it was just a mistake. I think for me personally, it's a complete mistake. I haven't got the time to do it as well. I'm going to be working. I'm going back to work soon, and I haven't got the time to mess around making salads that I don't even enjoy. Yeah, so that's not going to happen. So I'm going to go back to the green drink method situation. And I've been finding that. So I'm going back to the green drink scenario. This thing here, the green drink. So now I'm making it more sophisticated. So what I've done is I've now put some chia seeds, almond seeds, some lentils, and some other things in there. Just a few other seeds. And I'll leave that for a day, just to swell up, and I'll use that for tomorrow's green drink. Also, I'm adding to it the oils. So I'll put some coconut oil on this one, and also some Udo's Choice oil. Yeah, so I've added those things to it. Also, it's got the normal things: celery, cucumber, and all the different herbs that spinach and parsley and coriander, dill maybe as well. You know, all those sort of things, as much as you can that's green. Also kale, dark kale in there as well. So it's all mixed up. And then I'll probably put half an avocado. This one hasn't got it. So right, okay, so I made this drink, and now that's great. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to bother with anything else now. I'm just going to put everything into one drink. Make it. I can then convert this into a soup as well if I need to. You know, by adding a lot of salt, the Himalayan rock salt, adding onion, and adding what's that herb? Not herb. Oh. I can't remember what it is. Anyway, so adding stuff to make it, peas as well, you know, and adding to make it into a soup, and then you just heat it up, not to boiling, just to about 60 degrees or less, just to warm it up, and then it really does taste like soup. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do anything else at all. It's a waste of time, because the idea is, you know, Robert Young, his ideas are, you know, it's the cows program, you know, chlorophyll, chlorophyll, oxygen, water, and salt. Yeah, so those three things is all your body needs. Obviously, water being ionized and with a lot of energy in it, with the negative ORP, water. So from that, so really that's really all I need. I mean, I've got to put my faith into his research, and you know, I do. So what I'm trying to say is that sometimes I feel, well, yesterday I was feeling like I wasn't getting enough bulk of food. You know, I wasn't eating enough food. And if you look at it, and it's only, all you really need is the cows program, chlorophyll, oxygen, water, and salt. It's not much, is it? So I've got to start to let that sink into my mind, you know, so that I'm not trying to have the same full feeling that I had when I was you know, on the acid diet. You know, that lovely feeling of being full and, you know, great. Anyway, so that, yeah, never mind. So I won't be doing that. So yeah, so this is what I'll be drinking then. So I've gone away from the idea, and also the even the grapefruit in the morning. That's full of sugar. It seems like it's full of sugar. And again, it's just a reminder of the acid diet. And I think, you know, I'm trying to get rid of the addiction element from it, from my food, you know, so I don't have the cravings. So I think that this is the best approach. Yeah, I will be going to get some stinging nettles, and also, you know, grass and things, and try and look for herbs and learn about herbs that I can just get out from nature. So I'm going to be doing that as well, because I was doing some more learning of some things, and they've got a lot more nutrients in and things. So yeah, I said previously that I don't think that there's the food that's grown in the shops and, you know, given to us in the shops hasn't got the salts in it. But I was looking up, and it said that it would the leaves would turn, they wouldn't grow properly. The leaves would turn a different colour if they didn't have the right nutrients, salts in the ground. So I'm hoping that they've not genetically modified the plants so that they don't need certain nutrients. So yeah, so you know, I may have been wrong about that when I said about the not having all the nutrients in them. Maybe they have got the nutrients in, otherwise they wouldn't be the right colour. So that's one. So the other thing about this drink is that I need to make it alkaline, because it's got a pH of about 6 once it's blended. Okay, and you know what it says in Dr. Robert Young's book is you know what we really should be doing, and he says about that you need the pH drops in the drink to boost it up. However, you need a lot of pH drops. I've now discovered, and so yesterday I talked about this potassium hydroxide, what I was using. Now there are a couple of things I've just discovered today about the hydrogen peroxide. I'm using this to alkalise my water now as a pH drops, because it's the hydroxides split or something into hydrogen and oxygen and alkalise it. So I was putting about a teaspoon into this water, into a glass of water like this. It has to be distilled water, otherwise it reacts with the water and it separates out and drops to the bottom, and it's weaker at the top and all that kind of thing. So it's got to be alkaline. I mean, it's got to be distilled water. The other thing is that if you've just got normal water, you only need 2 tablespoons of this to raise the pH up, you know, by about 3 points. You know, I can get it up to about 11 or 12 with which is too alkaline to drink really, because it comes out of my ionizer at about 8 anyway. So with normal clear water, you only need 2 drops, but with this drink you need at least 8 drops. 8 teaspoons of this. Yeah, 8 teaspoons of it to alkalise one of these, and that's because it's got to neutralise the acids in the actual the grasses and everything else that's in here. It has to neutralise that and then raise the pH up. So you know, that is a bit scary, you know, putting all that especially if you taste that and you put it on your tongue, it sort of burns your tongue a little bit. So it's, you know, I put it in the drink, and it's raised the pH up to about 8.5, I think, this one. And of course I'll let it settle for about an hour or so before drinking it, just to make sure there's no reactions going on, and I'm not going to it's not going to keep on raising the pH or something. So yeah, so this is up to 8.5, about 8.5 now. Again, that's really helped. I mean, like what Robert Young says, you know, your drinks have to be high pH. And my pH of my urine, because I've been testing it now all the time, every time I go to the toilet, and it's now raised. This has now raised up my pH now up to about 6.5 to 6.7, which is the highest it's been for a long time. So so yeah, I'm going to continue with this drink only, and as little snacks. This is what Tony Robbins does. He uses these things, almonds. So he has his green drink and he has his almonds as kind of a little snack. Again, I don't really like almonds much. They're okay, but you know, they're okay. I might do that though. I'll probably have a few almonds if I'm. That's the only thing I'm going to have. Those two things. So I won't be having that bread anymore. And that's it for today. Yeah. So I felt bad when I woke up with a bit of a headache because of the kind of, I think it was acidy food I was eating all day yesterday. Not much green in there. So I woke up with a bit of a headache. Testing my pH, it was about 5, which is quite low. As soon as I had my green drink, that was it. Bam! Everything cleared. The whole thing cleared. I was like, you know, just spaced out really, kind of, and spaced out, happy, and you you know, fully awake and like my mind racing like it has been for the last couple of days. So yeah, that was that's such an amazing thing. This green drink is so amazing. And I will speak to you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.